I think it would be really easy to look at a team's record and try and define it based on what that looked like. And in my opinion, when it comes to the later Raider basketball season of 21-22, I think you'd be wrong. To me, these young ladies showed up every single day ready to work, to get better, to improve. And they showed a lot of grit and a lot of perseverance in doing so. I think what's lost in a season sometimes is the growth you see between the players and the connections that are formed. And as the season progressed, seeing these young ladies continue to come together, continue to grow, those that had been on varsity continue to pull and encourage the ones that were in their first year. Some defining moments for me, hands down, were at the end of the season when you watch some of our final games where there was a lot of finger pointing in a positive way, acknowledgement of the pass, acknowledgement of the made shot, not just by those involved, but by the teammates on the bench, the other teammates on the floor. And it was awesome to see, and I couldn't be more proud of this group and what they did and how they operated. And it's been a pleasure and it's been an honor to work with each of them, and they're amazing young ladies. Our next award for the 21-22 season is going to be our MVP award. This young lady, in terms of growth and maturity, both on and off the court, grew tremendously between her freshman and sophomore year. And where she really stood out to us was her willingness to, one, be selfless and be moved into a lot of different spots on the floor due to our personnel, as well as her fight and her continued efforts to do the dirty work that allowed some others to get some second or third opportunities. And she led us in several statistical categories. I'm extremely proud of the way that she conducted herself around her teammates. She was constantly encouraging. She was pointing out and acknowledging good passes, whether she made them, received them, or another teammate made a bucket, received the bucket. It didn't matter. And it was fun to watch and to see her grow like she did. And I think her future is extremely bright for the Randolph Raiders, Miss Ashlyn Halfley. Our next award is the Coaches Award. It's very difficult, especially if you're a point guard, to go from 2 years, 3 years, where you've got certain people in certain positions that you just have a connection with, and they know where you're going to be and you know where they're going to be, and you flourish. And this was the first year for this young lady that we didn't have that. We had some young bucks in some new places, and it took time to get used to that and to get a vibe and to try and get on the same wavelength with each other. And this young lady continued to push through that, and she continued to work to try and develop that and encourage it and foster it. And over the course of the year, you saw that also become a leadership quality for her that I know is going to do nothing but pay dividends, both for her off the floor, but also for this program on it. Our recipient of the Coaches Award for the 21-22 year is Joanna Vega. Our final award for the 21-22 season is our Pillar Award. And this young lady, along with several other teammates, were kind of thrust into some new roles this year that they're not used to being in. And this was one that this young lady kind of pushed herself out of her comfort zone. It required her to be more vocal. It required her to put herself in more situations that she would not be used to doing. And she did it. She didn't back down. In her own way, she supported her teammates. Sometimes she would be very vocal, and sometimes it was more reserved and one-on-one, and she flourished. And we talked about going into the year that it was going to be something that she needed to work on, and she did exactly that. I'm extremely proud of how she responded. I'm extremely proud of the way she carried herself. And our recipient of the 21-22 Pillar Award is Madison Diorio.
The 2021-22 basketball season, in my opinion, was a success. And I know that's hard to kind of imagine because of all the losses we had and only very few wins. But we only played 3 or 4 games with our true team. Grayson Davenport, Andrew Hunter, Sam Servik, our kind of main 3 were only on the court the same time, maybe in about 3 or 4 games. So despite all that, I really was impressed with how our team, particularly our 6 seniors, set the tone for a very great spirit that we had and a great attitude and being able to show up every day with energy and enthusiasm for what you're doing. I think the ability for failure after failure still have enthusiasm for what you're doing is a great attribute. And that's what our team showed. We improved. We definitely improved throughout the year. We had a really nice win on senior night against Whitesburg. We beat a very good Clements team as well. We had a few other wins against like New Hope and some other teams. But it was really just the whole spirit of our basketball team and their attitude, their chemistry, their togetherness, and just being able to persevere and have appropriate spirit throughout the entire year despite some failures. And that was what I was real pleased with our team. And that's why I would consider a success and hopefully a growing opportunity that our players all experienced during this basketball season. Our first award is our Most Improved Player Award. This goes to Theo Rescher. Theo did a great job of just getting better throughout the entire season. I thought Theo really improved in his ball handling, his shooting, his defensive ability. But as much as anything else, I think Theo really improved in his competitive maturity and his true toughness as a basketball player. And that improvement really showed up in every aspect of his basketball game. So Theo is our Most Improved Player. Our second award goes to the person that we feel showed the most perseverance throughout this year. So our Perseverance Award, if you will, goes to Andrew Hunter. A lot was asked with Andrew, given that we had a lot of our players out. Andrew was out for a little bit, dealing with some injury as well. But Andrew was asked to play a lot of different positions, anywhere from our point guard all the way to our post player, handling the ball against pressure, being a scorer at times, to defending a low post or running the low post in offense. And Andrew did that every day and came to work and just really persevered through all the things that we asked him to do. And a lot of times, a lot of burden was on him just with some of the injuries that we had and some people that were out. So, and he had a great attitude with that. His perseverance really showed, day to day in everything that we did. So our Perseverance Award goes to Andrew Hunter. Our last award is our Spirit Award. And this Spirit Award goes to Sam Servik. Sam really demonstrated, I think, what was kind of the success of our team this year was with his spirit every day, his positive energy, his enthusiasm, his work ethic, and his consistency of what he brought to our practice and to our team, regardless of some losses and very few wins. And I think that spirit he set with the 6 seniors and everything that we did. Like I said, we only played 3 or 4 games with just a handful of games with our main players. But I thought Sam's spirit and attitude and effort really made this an enjoyable season, to be honest with you. Made it to where players were enthusiastic about coming to practice, where even coaches, myself, were enthusiastic about being at practice, even though the record was not what we wanted. He set the tone for that as a player, and that came through. So our Spirit Award goes to Sam Servik.
Hey Raider fans, Coach Cagle here. This year the boys team went to regionals with a 10-2 record of regular season, and the girls just fell a little bit short. Ended up third and with some very close matches. This year we're going to give out awards, and the first award is going to go to a young man. He was always there lifting up his teammates. He was the team cheerleader, constantly encouraging the boys and girls, no matter if it was during a match or practice. This year's Most Valuable Teammate Award goes to Charlie Timberlake. This next award goes to the hardest worker. This young man, since the beginning of the season, tried to reinvent himself by honing his skills through practice and being very coachable. You can find him on the lanes on the weekends, improving his play. Throughout the season, he continued to set and break his own personal best scores. He set his bar high for what coaches want in an athlete by listening and applying what he had learned. This year's hardest worker goes to Andrew Pompelli. This year, on the girls' side, we're giving this Most Valuable Teammate Award to a first-year bowler. It didn't matter where you put her in the lineup, whether it be first, third, fourth, fifth. She would do what you asked. Proved her game every day at practice and even during the matches. This year's Most Valuable Teammate Award goes to Claudia Sheeler. This year, on the girls' side, for the hardest worker, first-year bowler as well, she practiced on the weekends and always wanted to do her best. Stop during practice, say, "Coach, what do I need to do here? What do I need to do to improve?" This year's hardest worker goes to Haley Stoddard.
The girls' indoor track and field team had a season that was looking to rekindle some of the magic that was made from last year's third-place finish. Our seniors, Kylie Meyer and Grayson Breckmeyer, stepped up in a multitude of ways. Whether it was on the track or in the field, our leaders helped our girls complete and achieve goals that only a few thought were possible. Even though the state championship results did not reflect what this team was actually capable of, our girls literally laid it out on the track every time they competed. We only graduate 2 seniors, so we are very excited to see what this future holds for this team. This year, we are going with a new team award. This award is called the Most Valuable Teammate Award. This person was quietly one of the most productive members on the team, was setting a new school record in the girls' triple jump at the state championships. She always did what was needed when asked, and she always cheered on and supported her teammates whenever they were competing. This year's Most Valuable Teammate Award goes to freshman Emily Creekmore. Congrats, Emily. Our other Most Valuable Teammate Award goes to a teammate who was the energy when the team was out of it. You could always hear her voice throughout the crossplex, urging her teammates onto the finish line. She, too, always did whatever was asked of her throughout the season, and her hard work paid off as she qualified for the state indoor championships in the girls' 60-meter hurdles. This year's Most Valuable Teammate Award goes to freshman Emerson Brinkmeyer. Congrats, Emerson. Our most valuable player goes to a team member that consistently scored the most team points during the season and was the highest point scorer at the state championships. This person not only was the most valuable player at all of the meets during the season, but also was the only team member to compete at the Last Chance Invitationals Pentathlon, the season's only multi-event competition. She finished 6th out of 20 girls who competed on that one day, 5-event competition. This teammate at the state championships finished 3rd in the girls' shot put, 4th in the girls' 60-meter hurdles, and 6th in the girls' 400-meter. She then helped the girls finish 10th in the girls' 4x400-meter relay. The girls' Most Valuable Player award goes to senior team captain Kylie Meyer. Congrats, Kylie. The boys' indoor track and field team had their sights set on looking to improve upon the 2021 season where they finished 7th as a team. The boys had a lot of motivation, but only had a few events that they qualified for in the state championships. For the most part, the boys capitalized on their opportunities with the 4x400-meter relay team making it onto the podium with their 3rd place finish. We are very proud of our boys with a lot of areas to be proud of. We are only losing a few seniors this year though, so next year looks to be very promising. Congratulations to the boys and thank you to our seniors. We once again have gone with the Most Valuable Teammate Award. This first award goes to a teammate who is always doing things for others. He even came to the state championships knowing his only role was going to be in support of his teammates as they competed. While at practices, he's always setting up the high jump as he knows the coach will be coming a little bit later and he wants his teammates to be able to get as much quality time out of the coaching as they can. We are very proud of the senior and we can't wait to see how his leadership excels during the outdoor track and field season. This year's boys' Most Valuable Teammate Award goes to senior Owen Dubé. Congratulations, Owen. This Most Valuable Teammate Award goes to a teammate who was the go-to guy when we needed someone for the 4x400-meter relay, or the 4x200-meter relay, or if we needed an alternate for a relay. or if we simply just needed someone to hold a watch during the workout. This teammate put together the team's first ever donut pentathlon a couple weekends ago at our home track. The boys' co-most valuable teammate award goes to sophomore Nate Shamban. Congratulations, Nate. Our most valuable player award goes to a team member that consistently scored the most team points during the season and was the highest point scorer at state championships. This member qualified for 4 different events at the state championships. We coaches even gave him the option of not doing all 4 events because he would have to compete in all those events within a 6-hour time period. This member declined our offer and stepped up huge. He set a personal best in the 800 meter in his first event of the day. Then he set another personal best in the 1600 meter. After that, he competed in the boys 4x800 meter relay team, and then he competed on the 4x400 meter relay team, who finished 3rd overall with a team season best time. This year's most valuable player award goes to sophomore Evan Shields. Congratulations, Evan.
So, what team am I talking about? Oh yeah. How about swim and dive team at Randolph? I know you guys don't recognize me, but hey, this is the way you normally see me, right here. I go here and there. But the true stars of this team are not the coaching. They're the swimmers and the divers. I'm supposed to talk about our team a little bit and how the season went. Well, I'll start with the end. State champions, girls and guys. How about that? The awards for the girls swimming and diving team this year, we chose, and by we, I mean Coach Stoddard and I chose the Leadership Award. And it was another choice that was not difficult at all. Anna Kate Goodson wins the Leadership Award for swimming and diving on the women's side. And Leadership Award is basically everyone on the team has a role. And winning is more than just the raw skills that you bring to the table. For sure, she has skills. She won the state for the last couple of years. But if you don't have a leader, you're not able to emerge. And in this case, she was a leader that kind of honed the direction of the team and helped everyone get better. She was always very positive. The Best Teammate Award goes to Mallory Holland on the girls' team. And when you put together a team, you're dealing with an amalgamation of different personalities. To be sure, Mallory is different, but she's also one of those very positive people. And we had to give it to her because she actually is that glue person, the one who brings everyone together, kind of bridges the gap, which again, bridging the gap means you got to pull the swimmers and divers together. And she's the one that's giving high fives and encouraging everybody, trying to help them improve in their diving and all that. She didn't improve them in their swimming, but she did do a great job in pulling together both of those things. So the Best Teammate Award goes to Mallory Holland. And finally, the Most Improved, that is one of those awards that you can do based on not just how fast they're going, the time improvement they did, but also on the technique that they showed, the stroke, the workout, the work ethic and things, and how, encouraging and all that stuff. This year's Most Improved Award goes to Anna Dooley. She improved her strokes amazing over the course of this season and dropped her time like nobody else. So for men's swimming and diving, we gave a Leadership Award. No brainer in this category. Our Leadership Award this year goes to William Ziegler. William's just been there every year since I've been there. He's the quiet one in the back, but he's always encouraging. He's always at the practice. You can count on him every time. His role on the team was more than just the skill he brought. He's improved, placed at the state level, lots of points, different things like that. But he was the one who helped hone the direction of the team, and he helped everyone get better. During practice, He would lead, he would encourage, he would help when we asked him to with others on flip turns and things like that. It's just way more than what happens out there in the water. This is someone who, William is one of those guys who motivates everyone to work outside by example as well. The Best Teammate Award goes to Nolan Miller. And again, keep in mind that Nolan is one of those guys who would put together the team. He was always there cheering the guys on. He would bring different personalities, different clothing and stuff like that to the team, but it helped the team gel as a unit, whether it was in swimming or in diving. Many times the kids would go over and watch the divers, and divers would come over to us on the swimming side. But Nolan just provided the glue again that helped bring everyone together, bridge the gap between those two things, and just made swimming and swimming and diving, which can be kind of a grind sometimes. He just made it that much better for everybody. So he is the Best Teammate Award this year. And last is the Most Improved. Again, this was a no-brainer. It's not just about time, but it's about heart and showing up and everything else. And this year's Most Improved Swimmer Award goes to Alex Minchenko, a young man that came in a few years ago, basically couldn't even swim a lap. Now he's dropping in 31 and 32 second 50-yard freestyles. For those of you that have a time from Summer League or wherever else, you know to take a non-swimmer, put him in the water and have him going 32 seconds of freestyle, that's a major, major improvement. He was never afraid to try. So congratulations to Alex Minchenko.
Head coach Pete Varmette had the following to say about this year's wrestling team. The 2021-22 wrestling team was affectionately known as the Dirty Dozen because of the hard-nosed style of wrestling and the fact there were only 12 individuals who braved practice on a daily basis. The team had 6 wrestlers in 7th and 8th grade and 6 wrestlers in 9th through 12th. The team often placed wrestlers on the podium during weekend tournaments, and the team steadily improved as the season progressed. We have 3 awards to hand out today. The first award is the Coach Williams Most Outstanding Wrestler Award. This award was earned through hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. It is awarded to the wrestler that has achieved the most throughout the year. This year, Race Wright earned this award, becoming the first wrestler in the history of the program to qualify for the state championships, finishing as one of the top 8 wrestlers in the state. Congratulations, Race Wright. The next award is the Julian McPhillips Selfless Service Award. This award is given to the wrestler who gives the most time to his teammates and school through selfless service. This individual showed up early for almost every practice and rolled out the mats and put them together so that the rest of the team could start practicing by 4 p.m. He gave selflessly of his time and led by example. This year's Julian McPhillips Selfless Service Award goes to Howard Tidwell. Congratulations, Howard. The last award is the Toughest Raider Award. This award goes to the wrestler that had the toughest fighting spirit. This wrestler often battled the 3rd best wrestler in the state, either in the semifinals or finals match. After wrestling 5 brutal matches in a wrestling tournament, this wrestler would then go and play in a 4-game hockey tournament. This year, the Toughest Raider Award goes to Liam Tamalti. Congratulations, Liam. This concludes the wrestling portion of the awards presentation, and Coach Pete Varmette would like to say farewell to the 3 seniors, Race Wright, William Ziegler, and Nolan Miller. Coach mentioned several times that it has been an honor to coach all of you.